That's interesting because the minute it took me to accept the fact that my son was living with prejudice and everyone, you, me, and
Alex is never away from her mother, so I had to steal assignments one at a time.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry, but here, huh? I'll tell you what happened here.
oh,
Something funny? Just to keep her from figuring out I got fired? Did I use her last stuff? All the flies! May help me kick the sickness in her.
There you go. Taking care of her. So with knowing all this enough, or do we have to like do some?
We are cameras. I thought I'd review the day, see what depends on you. Today's my last day. Sorry, you are so weak. Stop, Caffeine. I'm trying to take your ready. Ronaldo, what's going on?
What's about to happen? There we are. Hey!
누르시면 더욱 편리하게 이용하실 수 있어요.
Not as hot as our planet. Sorry, I don't mean to power. This'll energy back to the.
No, but I have a good feeling. I know, don't get ahead of myself.
Every time I put them down.
What is your name?
What are you doing, Tucker?
Pictures? Well, I thought I would go another way.
Well, I don't like the sound of that at all.
From Dr.
I'll
Duncan.
get to index cards before Monday. Hopefully they don't run out of the blue ones, because for some reason those.
Dylan, we get voted off in the first round. If you wet the end, it will stick to his face. Notice, you realize we're not twins, right?
You're the game of dodgeball.
That sounds fun. Let's get this party started.
What? We don't want to switch. I don't know why. There was no prize. No one cared. Just there.
So it's an internal pressure.
Honey. Sweetie, what? Did I say something? 5-year-old parents yet either. Calm down. Haley has no.
Take 3 classes a week and you miss half of them. The parking is tricky.
I love the steam.
It's about the drinks. You're trying to date my friend. You're just texting because you don't like the acting like we're drinking buddies, judging me when I have a better handle of my future than either one of you. Would you like a taste?
No. But thank you. Seriously. Engaged a few months ago.
So we will definitely give you a prize. Congratulations.
Good one. You know what? If you wanted, I could. Normal kids.
See, now he's doing it to me.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, mine's delicious.
You look so beautiful tonight.
I don't know. I think that bacon, so.
Hardly Haley's type. Oh my god, you love him. What? No, how would you say I love him? He's been to our house exactly.
The bagger, the pronto.
It's real.
Thank you so much. Wow, that's got a kick.
I'll be wrong. I can get good.
Get her off of me.
Don't break his heart.
I'm telling you right now. You attend the wedding. Standing out. It was hard and complicated. They have landing
of your life, sweetheart.
So Lily, tell me more about this Patrick.
Plans this week in thesis.
Warning us a lonely 9-year-old wondering where all the time went.
I want to try the gelato maker I traded my bike. Okay, bye.
My girlfriend dumped me in an email.
100 rosewood panels lined up in the warehouse. In the future, I'd appreciate it.
I think you made your being a little oversensitive here.
No, I'm not. I'm being here.
Do you hear that, team? Bossier, Red Stag,